The trade wars have begun as Donald Trump just imposed 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada and 10% on China. The three countries make up nearly half of U.S. trade, and we import roughly twice what they buy from us. So this will hurt them a lot more than it hurts us. Now, Trump is tying the tariffs to all three countries' role in the border crisis, the flow of illegal immigrants, as well as fentanyl that kills over 70,000 Americans a year in overdoses. That's more than we lost in the entire Vietnam War. Now, the first products hit will be Chinese clothes and shoes, furniture and toys and electronics, along with cars, beers, and avocado from Mexico and Canada. All three countries will retaliate, probably starting with American agricultural exports. Now, in terms of the economy, the key question is going to be how much of the tariffs bleed through to inflation. So there are a couple moving parts here. First, going by Trump's first tariffs, a lot of the tariffs will in fact be eaten by the exporters. This is especially true for commodities for which there is a world price like oil, timber, or minerals. So the price of oil is what it is, and especially Canadians don't have any options. They have to sell to the US at a big discount since Canada's Greens won't approve pipelines to Asia or Europe. Now, eating the tariffs is especially true for China, so estimates from Trump's first term had roughly 80% of Chinese tariffs either eaten by Chinese exporters, they just got less profit, or covered by Beijing to help companies maintain market share. The second point is that everything we import can, of course, be made in America. The problem being time. It can take months or years to stand up a factory, hire staff, get production and distribution up and running, and you won't do that if you think the tariffs will be temporary, since by the time your Made in America sock ship, the Chinese could be right back to dumping into Walmart. Of course, you can get around that by making it genuinely attractive to produce in America, so lowering taxes and regulations so that companies can compete even without the tariffs. In trade, that's called import substitution or the infant industry strategy. It's how Japan, Korea, and even China developed, so it can work, but it needs radical reductions in both taxes and regulations that today can add $50,000 per manufacturing worker. In fact, the world is littered with failed infant industry strategies from Brazil to Africa, where they used tariffs but never got around to making it attractive to actually manufacture in their country. So Trump and Doge are trying to do the right things, but of course a lot depends on Congress, who ultimately controls tax rates and manufacturing regulations, from green mandates to liability to labor controls. So what's next? Brought to you by Unchained.com. I've mentioned in recent videos how every country on earth needs the US more than we need them. Meaning if Trump is using tariffs to force other countries to do things like buy more US exports or stop illegals and fentanyl, he will succeed. On the other hand, if Trump is genuinely trying to bring production to the US, there he needs Congress to get on the ball with regulations and taxes. As for inflation, if we can cut federal spending, it overwhelms the tariff price hike, so toys and avocados go up, everything else goes down. But if Congress cannot cut spending, these tariffs will deliver another jump in inflation. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.